Hey everyone, what's going on? Joey here, and are you ready for Group B playoffs? Because that's tomorrow, that's right, it's Wednesday. It's this week's episode! Let's go through everything we know, including all the clues, the pitch correct audio, and more. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe, you turn the notifications, and you give this video a thumbs up. Let's get started. So yeah, leave it to the masked singer and masked dancer to kind of really confuse the way they lay out these episodes. Tonight, we're back with Group B, and all I can say is we've got 4 people left. We have the Moth, the Zebra, the Cotton Candy, and the Sloth. Who do you think is going home tonight? They just put up a trailer talking about the episode. Here's a clip.
Fox Wednesday.
4 is about to become 3.
Oh!
These masked dancers will keep you guessing.
How would your friends describe you?
You have brown hair. Are you taller than Ken? I am.
And you'll never believe which celebrity is unmasked next.
So as you can see, it's going to be a great episode. We also have a guest judge, like I announced last week. It is Cheryl Hines. You do know her because she was a guest host on The Masked Singer, and she was also on I Can See Your Voice. So as you can see, the executive producer definitely is shifting around people from the different shows, which means, just like with Bill Nye next week, expect some people from Dancing with the Stars. That's right, because the executive producers do Dancing with the Stars, Masked Singer, I Can See Your Voice, The Masked Dancer. I don't know if they're doing Name That Tune, but I would assume that they are because they're kind of like using like the same kind of fonts. But anyway, let's go ahead and go through the clues and the audio and the guesses that the judges gave us last week. Let's start off with the Sloth, just because he's cute looking. First of all, in his word up clue, we kind of think that he has some kind of accent. It sounds like it's Latin, so when you're going through the pitch correct audio and or when you're going through like your clues, look for something like that. Though I do have to admit, in the pitch correct audio, I don't hear an accent at all. So maybe he is just trying to throw us just a little bit. The clues we have are this. He says he's worked hard to get where he is today, and we see a lot of those DR badges, which could either mean doctor or maybe his initials are DR because there's a period in between both of them. He says that when he was a kid, he was in a bad accident and people talked down and dirty to him, saying that he was a Mickey Mouse operation. So maybe this person was in the Mickey Mouse Club? It could be. We see him brushing his teeth with Gleam, but it looks like it says Glee. Then we see the number 13 on a drinking cup. We see him mixing a bunch of formulas, and then we see him locked in amber, which is like, I don't know if it's a Jurassic Park kind of reference there. His word up clue was Broadway, and then the guesses the judges made were Matthew Morris, Kevin Federline, aka K-Fed, and Jason Derulo. I don't see it being Jason Derulo. He has way too many Grammy nominations. Matthew Morrison has been on Broadway before, and we have 3 different times someone's been on Broadway. But go ahead and count. How many times has he been on Broadway? Let me know in the comment section. Here is the audio they gave us and the pitch correct audio.
You think I'm slow like other sloths? Think again. I'm the muscles from the jungle.
You think I'm slow like other sloths? Think again. I'm the muscles from the jungle. Just kidding. I worked hard to get to where I am today.
Now it's time for the Zebra. Now his voice does sound a lot older, especially in the pitch correct audio, which when you're making your guesses, think it's someone maybe 50 years and up. It starts off in a movie set where he's in a car with a license plate number 154128. That number has to have some kind of significance to this character. So when you're going through your guesses, look that up. It can't be a date because there's nothing in 28. Maybe it's not a zip code, is it? Oh wait. I mean, it could be. The package mentions different kinds of directors who won Oscars last year, so maybe this is a movie star. Zebra says he's fallen out of the limelight and grew up in a tough neighborhood. So is he not in the limelight now? Let me know. He's wearing a gold medal with the number 3 on it. Could this person been in the Olympics? We see the number 11. We see the initials OS on the side of his vehicle and mentions One Direction. So perhaps maybe he was a part of a boy band. We see him dancing with a hot dog and a clue package, which I feel like has some kind of significance. Who really knows? The woman in black holds a sign that says zebra for meh or mare. I still don't know what that means. He says that the president knows him by name. And his word up clue is comeback. So someone who obviously hasn't been in the limelight for a while, and now he's trying to come back in. The panel's guesses were Pitbull, Ricky Martin, and Kevin Richardson. Ricky Martin and Pitbull have way too many Grammy nominations, so I don't think it's either of them. Plus, Ricky Martin and Pitbull are always in the limelight. Seriously. They got what? Pitbull's got Sirius, he's got a Sirius channel, and Ricky Martin, I mean, he's like the king of Latin. Now, could it be Kevin Richardson? I don't know. Here's a clip of the Zebra's audio.
You haven't seen me in a while. To be honest, I've kind of fallen out of the limelight.
You haven't seen me in a while. To be honest, I've kind of fallen out of the limelight. But I know a thing or two about running on a low gas tank.
After that, we have is the Cotton Candy, who, as you could tell, got hurt in last week's episode, but was able to continue on. That just shows you how young and how flexible this person was, because she fell from like 15 feet. And let's be honest, if you were to fall 15 feet, wouldn't you gotten hurt? So, you know this person is definitely young. Their voice sounds very young, maybe somewhere between 18 to maybe 25-ish. Cotton Candy says she's a perfectionist, but things in her life haven't always been so sweet. We see a plate of breakfast food. As Ashley says, it looks like an English breakfast, so maybe this person is from across the pond, though there's no accent. We see a drawing board with a wizard's hat. I know Ken was saying Selena Gomez, but I don't believe that's Selena. She says in order to achieve her dream, she had to move in with a new family when she was just a kid. Then she sounds like she was some kind of child star when she kind of, I don't know, maybe moved from East Coast to Hollywood, where she lived with another family. Well, maybe they were filming something. Could that be her? Or maybe she went away to school for dance school? That sounds more likely, right? Don't we know someone that moved to Italy for a little bit with her brother for some kind of dance school? We see a clock that goes 1, 2, 3, 4, EF, 7, 8, I, 10, 11, L, which someone says it's life. Life around the clock or something like that. We see the bird, but the I is the exclamation point, which is where we get the Pink kind of idea from, but Pink isn't on this show. She's got way too many Grammy nominations. She talked about her friends who support her, so maybe she became famous on TV or reality TV or maybe on YouTube. She says she's a fighter, and we see cupcakes with big lips and eyelashes on them. It's funny to see the eyelashes because that's what Julie does for a living. Yes, plug to Julia. Make sure you follow her on Instagram, NYC Outlet Studio. Anyway, her word of clue was prime time, which once again, maybe reality TV star. The guesses were Jenna Dewan, Pink, and Julianne Hough. Now here's a clip of the Cotton Candy's audio, the one that Fox gave us, and our pitch correct audio.
I'm definitely a perfectionist, but things in my life haven't always been so sweet.
I'm definitely a perfectionist, but things in my life haven't always been so sweet. Growing up, I was kind of an all-around whiz kid.
Now it's time for the Moth, who's the last one we have on here, who, I don't know, you tell me, do you think she was the weakest dancer of last week's episode? Let me know in the comment section. The Moth doesn't like to seek the spotlight. It draws her in whether she wants it or not. We see a box marked clothes because moths love clothes. As the Moth explains that she was a regular person one day and suddenly she was making headlines with the president. She had a traumatic experience that not too many people could have gone through, and in turn, her life was changed forever. We see the White House, the Capitol building. She points to a drawing of a Saint Moth or maybe an angel moth. Moth is a survivor, and now she uses her spotlight to shine it on things she cares about the most. Her word of clue was inspired. And then the guesses were Megyn Kelly, Monica Lewinsky, and Marla Maples. Though the person who I think it is, they have not mentioned yet. Now here's a clip of the Moth's audio that Fox gave us and our pitch correct audio.
You know, moths don't seek out the spotlight. It draws us in whether we want it or not.
You know, moths don't seek out the spotlight. It draws us in whether we want it or not. That's the story of my life.
Now I know what you're saying. Hey Joey, before you go ahead and end this video, who do you think is going home? Well, looking at the board, I feel like obviously the zebra is a showman. he's staying for a little bit. Cotton Candy, I mean, she was flying in the air and like almost died. I feel like it would be wrong if they kind of got her off the show. The Sloth is fun and goofy, and I feel like we kind of tend to stick with goofy characters on the show. So maybe, if anything, maybe the Moth is going home on Wednesday. But you let me know in the comment section. I also want to add in one more thing. Yesterday, Julie and I did a video about the Masked Singer version in Ukraine called Maka. And it's great because the actual channel has been reaching out to me and Julia. They really loved our video, and I want to read a little bit of the comment because the legitimate show actually like reached out to us on Instagram and on YouTube because their channel I think only has like 1,200 subscribers. But I'm going to read a little bit for you guys. Part of it's in Ukrainian, so I'm kind of translating it over. It says, "Hey Joey, thank you for your attention to the Masked Singer Ukraine. You have an amazing wife, by the way. Thanks to her, you can feel the real spirit of our show and understand the tricks. Cyclops has already become a favorite hero of our subscribers. Welcome to the club." That's awesome, right? And then they tagged me on Facebook for something as well in Ukrainian. It's really cool that we get to go ahead and showcase some of these smaller countries and what they do for their version of The Masked Singer. And I actually am going to try my best to watch that version because if you saw a photo of the Cyclops, hey Fox, do me a big favor when you're going and designing the costumes, which I know you're probably doing right now. When you're designing the costumes for season 5 of The Masked Singer, can we have a baby monster? Come on! You already did a baby alien, so baby monster, baby monster. Hashtag baby monster season 5, along with hashtag crab for season 5. Crab for season 5. Now I know we completely went off topic, but before you go, make sure you subscribe, you turn on notifications, and you give this video a thumbs up. I'm Joey, I'll see you later, bye.